Here's Pippen. Outside Rose. He dishes it to Jordan. It's rebounded by Indiana. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of beat is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Bulls. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Jordan is out there with Rose. And it's Pippen in at the 3 spot. Here's the mayor following the score by Derrick Rose. Miller, no luck.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Rose, good.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Pippen dishes to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary handle that allows him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives, whether it's getting up in a position to set up a teammate, take it himself. He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
That's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all have maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength. When healthy, he's able to play with. I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
There's the dish to Noah. Back to Rose. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Miller outside. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Ellis. Noah with the block. And he recovers it. And it's Hibbert missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
To the left side wing. Here's Gasol. Great look there, but off target.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Miller with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Miller, the pass to the man. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Bulls leading by 3. Outside Rose. Jordan the screen. Open for 3. And again, Chicago, no good. For Indiana, they come into this one following the loss to the Rockets.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Now here's Ellis, looking for his first basket still in this one. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know, he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Ellis against Jordan. Rose gets to Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Gasol's got his second bucket.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Here's the Mayor. He's covered by Rose. Hibbert with a screen on Rose. It's Ellis on the wing, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second goal. The Bulls leading by 3. Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris?
I asked him what he'd most like to see from his team today, and he told me we'd really like to keep Pau Gasol under wraps in this one. He went on to explain that Gasol can take over games with his efficiency on the offensive end, and the key to their win will be getting a hand in his face every time. Guys?
And thank you, Doris. And so it's Indiana with it, following the three-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Ellis outside. He feeds it to Hibbert. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Ellis, that's good.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Jordan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. That's on Monte Ellis. The Bulls have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
So Jordan nails both of them. Indiana trails by 3. Here's the Mayor. Last game, 26 points. Miller, no luck.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
Outside Jordan. The kick out to Rose. Kept alive. Another shot. Noah's shot is off.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
11 feet away. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 6 points for Monte Ellis. Here now, the 2K leaderboard, showing us the best passing teams in the NBA over the course of the last month.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Some changes for Indiana. Red Hot comes in for Roy Hibbert. And it's Big Cat in for Monte Ellis. Then for the Bulls, Dennis Rodman. He's checked in for Noah. And it's Butler in for Pippen. Now here's Rose. He played real well against Atlanta in that last game. Rodman dishes to Jordan. Here's Gasol. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Indiana trails by 3. Pass to Miller. Clock at 6. Pass to the main. Nice D from Rose. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Jordan. To the paint. And that one's good by Rodman.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Here's the mayor. He's got 5. Right at the free throw line. Here's Rainman. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well. The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here is our test. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
Here's Rose. He's got 6. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6. Indiana trails by 5. Here's the mayor. He kicks it to Artest. Here's Big Cat. Cans the 12-footer. Big Cat's got his first 2 points of the night. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
A moment here to check out the numbers for Red Hot. How his last 10 games have gone. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. John Henson comes in for Rain Man. And it's Red Hot in for the Mayor. Now here's Butler. 11 points for him in that last game against Atlanta. And the Bulls with another miss. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That's his first foul. Miller with a wide open look.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Hits the three-point bomb.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Chicago leading. Brooks, the pass to Green. Inside, stolen by Artest. Here's Red Hot. Brooks covering. The feed to Henson. Out to the right wing. Here's Big Cat. And right now he's averaging about 7 points a game.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes there.
And it's Green with the jam.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Brooks, here we go. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact here. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Bulls.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good for Brooks. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Atlanta.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
6 on the shot clock. And it's Artest missing. The Bulls leading by 4. The drive by Brooks. The stupendous finish in traffic. Brooks has got 6.
You know, sometimes the best way to attack size is to go right at it.
Here's Red Hot. Brooks covering. Here's Red Hot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
Outside Butler. Goes up from the top of the key. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Chicago up 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark. Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
The mayor is out there with Ellis. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Hibbert in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Indiana. For Indiana, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, guys, I'd have to credit the work they put in at the free throw line to practice this season. I mean, because they have noticeably improved since a year ago.
So he gets them both. The Bulls leading by 4. Rose attacking. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Free throw drops for Rose.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Rain Man checked in for Red Hot. And Rose drops them both.
And, guys, talking about Joakim Noah, he was still the spirit of that team last season. Amongst all the great talents the Bulls had, Noah was that energizer and catalyst for the team, a true warrior, even in an off year. Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Now here's Pippen. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Rose attacking. And again, Chicago. No good. There's the pass to the main. He lobs it up. And the dunk by Barnes.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geek.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
Open for 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got 5 assists tonight. And Indiana shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Dishes to Barnes. Feeds it to Ellis. And the shot falls short this time. The Bulls leading by 9. It's Pippen on the win. He had 25 points in the win against Atlanta.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
And so here is Indiana. Scottie Pippen unable to get his shot to go. It's tipped. Stolen by Noah. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh, and the jam by Jordan.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Derrick Rose was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
Here's the mayor. 5 points in the game. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. Indiana shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here. And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. And it's Miller in the corner. And it's Hibbert in the corner. 6 to shoot. And you can count he'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend. And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with the wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
Now here's Jordan. A 29-point game for him in the win against Atlanta.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
All the officials are all over that.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Bulls have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. That's good from Noah.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Indiana trails by 12. Passes to Ellis. Six on the shot clock. Down low. Stolen by Noah. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Rose. He dishes it to Pippen. Shot clock at 5. And that is good. Pippen's got 5 now.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Hibbert with the screen. The mayor passes to Hibbert. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Trying to make it a 3-point play.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Free throw, good. Hibbert.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Now here's Rose. He's got 10. Noah's shot is off.
And although not a block officially, it might as well have been his ability to react and alter the shot.
Greg, I don't think there was any doubt about it. His defense threw him off on that shot.
Pippen against Ellis. Here's Miller. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pippen kicks to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And 12 points for Derrick Rose.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight. A moment to see the stats for Rain Man. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
The dish to Miller. Shot off the pick. Miller with another miss.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Noah with a screen for Rose. And they call an illegal screen here. Block shot's a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender. An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Here's the mayor. He has 5. He feeds it to Hibbert, and he uses the glass on the lane. Hibbert's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you're making things far too easy for him when you let him get it that deep.
I echo that ditto. I mean, you've got to do your work early to try to keep him out of the post. Fight him a little bit. Keep him away from that spot he wants.
And now here is our rookie watch. Since the All-Star break, these have been the best three-point shooters of the NBA's freshman crop. Now you look at Miller. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And his shot starting to fall consistently here the second half of the season. Credit him for staying in the gym, putting in the work, and continuing his development.
Well, we both thought his long-range stroke needed refining early on, but now all that work paying big dividends.
Chicago making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Takes the 13-footer. Rose can't hit.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Pass to the Mayor. Shoots from 12. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got his 5th assist in this one.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
The Mayor passes to Rainman. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Outside Pippen. Outside Rose. Rose with another miss.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from the Mayor.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Indiana making some changes. Henson's checked in for Hibbert. Red Hot comes in for Rain Man. And it's Red Hot in for Monte Ellis. Chicago also making some changes. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Pippen. Green comes in for Michael Jordan. And it's Brooks in for Rose. Now, here's Butler. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Ring shot on the way. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he's not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
For Indiana, they have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Big Cat is checked in for Indiana. Both free throws good for Miller.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Brooks dishes to Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Indiana trails by 9.
You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on and on, yet he's made it and made it big. He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
That drops. And now an 11-point Bulls lead.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Red Hot. Gasol with the rebound. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much, Greg, a part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions, finally transferred to a major college, and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here is Brooks following the score by Indiana. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Joakim Noah. He's around 10 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable force going to the glass. And it's been reflected on the stat sheet.
And Indiana making a change here. Barnes is checked in. And so here is Indiana. A 12-point game. Big Cat. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Chicago leading by 9, and the call will be against Red Hot. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, error. On the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Now here's Green. 17 points for him last game against Atlanta.
Well, after playing well in the first, he's having a bit of difficulty in making it happen here.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Butler against Barnes. Got a piece of it. No good. Great D that time from Green. Chicago's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Gasol a screen. Brooks gets to Gasol. And he gets the bucket. Gasol's got 10 points.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
I know there's some teams out there that would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but, you know, getting a few to drop from in close or inside the arc is often a good way to get your whole offense going.
Butler gets to Gasol. And Henson sends it back. Let out the pass to Henson. Indiana moving the ball around. There's a screen. Henson with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Now the pass to Big Cat. No good off the front iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Noah with a screen for Brooks. To the paint. Noah's shot is off. Indiana trails by 9. Henson a screen on Brooks. There's Red Hot. Brooks covering. That's a 2 from Barnes. Offensive rebound. And it's Artest missing. Well, the Bulls shooting 48% in their attempts here in quarter number 2. Brooks against Barnes. Gasol dishes to Noah. Pulls it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so that's the end of the first half. Bulls lead by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 4-point lead. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front, taking a 9-point lead. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get started. Now back to...
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
What a game for Rose. 12 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
So for Chicago right now, at the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is out there with Jordan. And it's Pippen in at the small forward spot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. So many people overlook Pau Gasol prior to last season seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
And so Gasol nails them both.
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Here's the mayor. Ellis outside. Tries from 16, and that one's good. Ellis has got 8 points.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it. And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact. And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Here's the mayor. He's covered by Rose. Goes up to the stripe. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Bulls leading by 11. And it's blocked. Now here's Hibbert. 8 points for him. Got that one up quick. 8 points for Slim.
Nice stroke from long range. And if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take it.
Outside Rose. Puts one up from 19. Here's Noah. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Noah's got 6.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Hibbert with a screen on Rose. Here's the mayor. Cannot hit. And in Chicago the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Pippen with the drive. Pass to Noah. Up top, Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
Way too many shots in close, and he's got to get his guys to cut that down in terms of points in the paint.
Clearly the reason for the timeout, Greg. I mean, he wants his guys to toughen up inside and start protecting the rim.
How about a look at a few of the hottest players in the NBA right now, the top scoring shooting guards in the past 10 games. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Ellis right side. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Looking now at the numbers for the mayor. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Indiana trails by 13. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. It's Pippen with the drive. It's Chicago with another bucket.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Mayor passes to Miller. Hibbert with the screen. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Pippen. Now here's Rose. Not a lot of room. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Miller. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Miller's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what the head coach of the Chicago Bulls was going over in his huddle. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. A look at Chicago. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And checking out Indiana. Right now, quite a ways down below.
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He's got 13 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
And because of that, there's now a major intimidation factor working in their favor.
Gasol drops 2.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
There's the pick. Ellis outside. Pocket 6. To the left side wing. The Mayor kept alive by Indiana, but they'll get another chance. Hibbert, the pass to the Mayor. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. The Mayor's got 11 points.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Rose. He's got 14. To the middle. Outside for Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Then for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Rain Man's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The feed to Hibbert. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. And that's 10 points for Roy Hibbert.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time. Tell you what, Monte Ellis is one of the best second-round draft picks of all time in the league, not just the last decade. I mean, this guy was a 5-star recruit out of high school, committed to college, but changed his mind and entered the draft, where the Warriors stole him with the 40th pick in 2005.
Here's the Mayor, 11 points in the game. He kicks to Hibbert, dishes it to Miller. Pulls it from 20. And he gets it to go. Miller's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Indiana. Getting back to Monte Ellis. Had he gone to college for even 1 year, I think he would have probably been a top 10 pick. But you look at what he's brought to the table over his career. Points and assists, rebounds, steals, playmaking. His production has been astounding.
You know, he's one of those unsung players. He never gets voted to the All-Star game. It never gets spoken about as one of the top guards in this league. But you look at the body of work and you ask his competitors throughout this league, and they're going to tell you that guy's as tough as they get.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Indiana.
You know, I thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury the jump shot.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Now here's Rodman. Right side Rose. Trying to get back on track, and it's good on the layup. Rose has got 16 points. Indiana trails by 9. Here's the Mayor, 11 points in the game. Hibbert with it. Ellis outside. Rockets hits. The three-pointer off the mark.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
The drive by Jordan. Can't cash in from close range. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Miller with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Here's 18.5 points a game. His scoring has been a constant for them. Good work defensively by Rodman.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now, here is Miller, following the miss by Derrick Rose. There's a good screen. Here's the Mayor. Let's go. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Ellis.
How about this run there in the midst of, on the verge of tying it up or maybe even taking the lead?
Has been an unreal turnaround, and I give a lot of credit to the defense right along with what they did on offense, because the defense actually gave them the spark they needed.
The rebound by Pippen.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Miller. He's got 12. Feeds it to Hibbert. Miller against Pippen. Shoots the 3. Dennis Rodman pulls it in. Rodman's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jordan kicks to Rose. From 12 feet out. And Hibbert with the block. Gasol. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's the Mayor. He's got 11. Hibbert with the screen. The Mayor passes to Hibbert. Rebound by the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And a wide open look for Jordan. The good-looking shot from the wing. Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
There's the screen. Here's the Mayor. Out to the wing. Down low. Poke loose. It's stolen by Rose. The drive by Jordan. And it falls over the rim and in. 12 points for him. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
3 on the clock, and that's going to be a travel. And let's use this break to check out a group of the NBA's best defenders recently. The shooting guards averaging the most steals per game for the past month. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Chicago also making some changes. Butler, he's checked in for Pippen. Gerald Green comes in for Michael Jordan. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at the stats for Big Cat. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. Tops in scoring. First in assists. And he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Joakim Noah is checked in for the Bulls. Passes it to Red Hot. Henson with the screen to stop the run. Gasol with the rebound.
Well, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding when you look at the numbers, but it certainly feels a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, the score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution has been elite.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level. Yeah, that's some slick ball handling on his way to the hoop there, guys. Crossed him over and slid right by him.
Noah the screen. Butler attacking. There's 42 seconds left in the 3rd. And again, Chicago, no good. Indiana trails by 15. Red Hot the pass to Barnes. Bangs home the trifecta. Barnes has got 7 points.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Brooks dishes to Butler. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And it's 7 points for Jimmy Butler.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Now Barnes. Pass to Red Hot. High post shot. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Bulls out front, they lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Indiana trails by 12. They've got Harrison Barnes. Red Hot is out there with John Henson. Then there's Red Hot, and it's Big Cat in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. And the shot is good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Picked his pocket. Here's Red Hot, and he gets it to go.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Now here's Brooks. Pulls up on the wing. Off the left rim and out. Artest up top, defended by Butler. There's the screen. Here's Red Hot. And it's Chicago with the rebound. 17 points was their biggest margin. There's 1:54 left in the game. The shot's good from Gasol.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Here's our test. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 4th assist in this one.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Now here's Jordan. Here's Pippen. And right through it goes. And the Bulls lead by 7.
How about that good look by Jordan on that one?
Ellis against Jordan. Ellis goes in. And it's Artest missing. Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Jordan kicks to Buck. He dishes it to Gasol. Misses from close range. Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. The Mayor misses off the right iron.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Butler kicks to Jordan. 8 feet away. The shot misses. Great defense that time from Ellis.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's done deal. It's wrapped.
Six seconds left to play in the final quarter. The 3. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing lately.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose. Let's get your opinion, Kenny.
A ton of his points were coming inside tonight. It really speaks to how aggressive he was in this game. If there was a path to the hoop, he was attacking. Love that kind of mindset in a backcourt or a wing player.
We saw Rose explode tonight. His dual threat ability, being able to score or pass equally well, man, that puts him on another level.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.